Hello guys, we are back for another video. As I stated, I was going to get into this Pour and Peace situation with Melody Holt and Arionne Curry. Now, if you don't like for me to call her coleslaw, just don't watch the video because that's the name. I know one of the commenters said, "Oh, that's elementary. You shouldn't say that." Girl, look, if you don't like the nickname that the world has given her, don't watch this video. Well, thank you for joining. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to jump right in. I told y'all I was going to look into that thing that was being reported online by some YouTubers about Arionne and Martel scamming the network out of $1 million. I don't know if that's some made up story. I can't find that anywhere. You guys got to be careful for the information that you're receiving. I find that nowhere, and I don't know who came up with that story. I've saw a lot well, I won't say a lot, a few YouTubers running with that story, but I cannot verify that that is a real true thing. So I'm going to not report on anything like that because I have no information at all that Martel and Arionne had set out to scam the network for $1 million. Again, I have no idea where that information came from. I like to report on the facts. And because I like to report on the facts, I'm going to just leave that story alone. But what we will dive into is this Pour and Peace situation. And I'm going to, again, take you guys back. Because keep in mind, I try to get to the bottom of situations and where it originally originated from. And with this Pour and Peace situation, this did not fall out of the ceiling or the sky. This is something that had been manufactured by Martel and Arionne for some time now. So I have a interesting clip of Miss Arionne Curry speaking on an interview in which she brings up Melody having a what do we call this? A situation with an attorney in which Melody was allegedly, which I know is probably false, that Melody was messing around with this attorney, and I think this was one of the situations that was manufactured to make Melody look like a bad person when we know Martel is the originator of the cheating. So I'm going to get this play for you guys so you can just listen to Arionne and how she states that Melody was messing around with an attorney. Keep in mind, I don't I'm not saying that this is true. I am just sharing the information with you guys so that you can hear it, and you can also understand that this is again, this interview is from, let's see, this is about a year ago. So this is about a year ago. And remember the earlier um, video that I posted, that's from 3 years ago. So this interview is about a year ago. Keep in mind the earlier video that I posted, that is when Arionne stated that she didn't want to have kids. Well, we know she has kids now, right? So let's get into this video, and then we'll come back for commentary.
Ultimately say no more. Would you be willing to make peace with her? Now that he's out the picture?
A lot has been done to me.
And you haven't put yourself in her shoes?
I have put myself in her shoes. I have thought about the situation. That's
being
why,
embarrassed on TV.
But that's something that she wanted to do. She wanted to discuss this. Martel didn't want to talk about infidelity. I remember it like it was yesterday. He was going back and forth with them. I'm not talking about this. I'm not discussing this. Then it's like the next day he come back and I'm all in. It's going to be real. I'm going to talk about everything. Yeah, I don't think I think it was done on purpose. Because if Arionne wasn't the butt of the storyline, what else would we be discussing, Tasha?
So you're going to be married one day, right? I'm sure. And you want to be married?
Maybe.
Okay. You don't think you want to be married?
I like the sense of growing old with somebody, but the statistic of Black men and cheating, I'm not with.
Black women cheat too.
Black women do cheat. Yes, Black women do cheat.
Black women do cheat, and it was recently revealed that Melody did step out of the marriage as well. So
that's what made Martel come back. She was with their attorney. She fell asleep. Her phone was on. Or open or something. He opened it. Put the number in his phone. She had been seeing their attorney. I stopped talking to Martel. Can I? I don't want to say his name.
No, you ain't got to. I will.
No, because this is one thing. Even out of all the women that have reached out to me about all the men on the show, one thing I would not do is tell their names or anything like that, because that happened to me. Like, I was thrown into some
So
BS.
You don't want to do everything.
To somebody else that happened to me. Like, I'm not doing that. Like,
Okay.
But nonetheless, she was with the attorney, who had a fiance. The fiance follows me on Instagram.
Okay.
This is real. So, yeah.
And how long do you know? I mean, were they fucking, or was it just head? That recording that we exclusively put out on Unwind with Tasha K.
Her friends that came back to Martel did say that they were having sex.
Okay. But my thing is, I kind of, expressed this to Martel. I don't think Melody was, out of line for sleeping with someone else. Would you agree? And he came to you crying about it?
He didn't come to me crying about it. He just told me what happened. Yeah, he wasn't crying about it. I'm pretty sure he felt the type of way because that's a man, They can do anything they want, but the minute we do something, then it's curtains. He didn't come crying about it. He just told me what happened, and that's what it was.
Okay.
And they try to make it seem like, it was the middle of a pandemic and Martel was with me. Well, if he was going to the gym, he wasn't coming to see me. Like, I don't know what was going on with all of that. Like, but that whole false narrative that they're trying to portray, no.
Okay.
No.
So I guess it's safe to say that we won't be getting any type of apology for your part.
But Tasha, don't say it like that.
For your part. Everybody has a part.
I take full accountability.
Okay.
Okay, guys, back. So let's just jump right in. And I only played that portion. It is a very long interview. And I went back and I listened to it because I wanted to listen for specifics. So that part was the setup. This is a premeditated plan between Martel and Arionne. Arionne stated that Mel had been having sex with their attorney, and she stated that Martel told her this. But listen to this, guys. When the interviewer asked her how did she know, her response was very childish. She stated the reason that Martel knew that Mel was messing around with this attorney was because Mel's friends came back and told him. Okay, let's back it up. As a grown woman at my very old age, it's a good chance that I am not sharing that type of information with my friend. I mean, come on now. That's teenage behavior. What Arionne was trying to do was solidify what she said, because she had to make it a fact that this had happened. And the way you do so is by confirming that it's not something that Martel thought that happened, but it is a fact that it happened because her friends said it. Are you guys following here? This was a setup, because what she's doing is making it seem like Mel is promiscuous. And now, okay, she's done this with the attorney. And now here's the tape, guys. I need you to follow this. They have been trying to set Melody up for years. This is not something that just happened. When she said her friend came back, who's the friend? Destiny? I mean, why would Melody friends come back and tell her cheating husband, who went off and had a baby by his side chick, that she slept with somebody else? That don't make sense, guys. That would not make sense. Make sure to comment, like, and share, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do you think? I'll see you on the next video.